What's up, basketball fans? This is Coach Nicole, and welcome to The Pickup. Today, we're really excited to have on Diana Burgher from North Harrison High School in Indiana. At 6 feet tall, Diana is one of the most versatile players in the 2022 class. Can't wait to chat it up with her, see how she's been handling Indiana's stay-at-home order, and also check out one of her best games from this past season. So Diana, I appreciate you coming and just taking some time to talk with me. I know you're wrapping up school right now, so tell me a little bit about what your adjustment has been like to taking school online.
So actually, we finished school last Friday, which was such a relief.
Yeah.
It's so much different doing online school than being actually at school.
Hmm.
We did a lot of, it was like busy work. Like it wasn't hard. It was just a lot of busy work.
Hmm.
But I'm so glad it's over.
So what do you plan to do now that you have all this free time?
I don't know yet. Hopefully we can get to the gym soon. I think we're gonna start practicing at a Boys and Girls Club, May 27th. So we
Nice.
have the gym for like 4 hours, so that'll be really nice. But other than that, like I don't know, I'll do some workouts here, of course, and then just do things
Hmm.
around the house.
So what are some of your favorite classes? What classes do you enjoy?
I love English. I love to write, so I hate reading though. So I like the writing part, but I hate the reading part. And I like chemistry because I love all the chemical equations. I do not like math at all though, so it's kind of weird that I like chemistry, but yeah.
That's cool. I was kind of the same way. Chem, I just kind of got. I liked having to figure out uh, your different kind of equations, but when it came to math, I got it, but it was not something I enjoyed doing. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Do you know what you want to study when you get to college? Do you want to stay along that English or chem route?
I want to be a child psychiatrist actually. We did a research paper my freshman year on jobs, and I picked two jobs. I did child psychiatry and a lawyer. My dad's a lawyer, so that's just something that I was thinking about. And I
Hmm.
just found it's super interesting, and I like to think about how people think and why they do things. And then, of course, I love children, so that's why I would think a child psychiatrist would be a good idea.
Awesome. So clearly you have high academic aspirations. How do you balance your academic workload with basketball?
Well, for me, academics always comes first. It's very important to me, but I think it's just like giving myself time to like get my schoolwork done and focus on school, but then also, of course, giving that time for basketball.
So transitioning to talking about basketball, you mentioned you can't wait to get back in the gym. But tell us a little bit about how this season was for you. You had a new coach this year, right? So
Yeah.
what was that transition like learning to play under a new coach?
So he was our eighth grade coach actually, and I love him to death. It was a little different. I think I would say that the season didn't go as well as I wanted it to. I was out for like 8, 9 games. I had a stress fracture in my knee, so um, yeah, it could have been better, but we'll see what happens this year. I'm sure that everything will go smoother. So
And I'm sure this time to rest has been good for you just physically to be able to get that downtime to really get fully healthy and then get started
absolutely,
back up.
yeah.
Awesome. Good. So what are some of your goals and expectations for next season?
I definitely do want to develop my use of ball handling. That's what I'm working on a lot right now, and my 3-point shot. So that's what I've been focusing on because I last year passed up a lot of opportunities on the outside to shoot the three ball when I should have. But yeah, that's what I really hope to improve.
Good. I'm glad you brought that up because there are a couple clips that there's one shot you could have taken. So we're gonna
Yeah.
take a look at that in a little bit. Awesome. So what are some things that you've been doing right now? I know you can't really get in the gym, but have you been working on your ball handling and your shot so far?
Yeah, so we have a shooting gun at our house. We have a little like half court outside. So I go out and use the shooting gun almost every night. A lot on the 3-point line, and off the dribble. And then I use an app called Home Court for my ball handling drills. So that's what
Hmm.
I've been doing lately.
Nice. I see that. I know Sue Bird, I think, had a couple videos that she was on the app playing with it. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Good. What have you been doing to keep in touch with your school teammates and your AAU teammates?
So our AAU team just started working out together, like running on a trail or something, because our parks are open down here. So we work out together every Tuesday and Thursday, and then we have group FaceTimes and things like that. Our school
Mhm.
team does Zoom calls quite a bit, so that's how we've been staying in touch.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up your film. All right. So we are going to break down some clips from your game against Monroe Central. This is a regular season game. You filled up the stat sheet, had 27 points, went 12 or 17 from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 6 deflections. So before we even start from kind of what you remember from this game, did you kind of feel yourself that you were going to have a good game, or as the game started going, you just kind of got into a rhythm?
I kind of got into rhythm once the game started because it was a really fun game. We played pretty fast, and that's how I like to play. And yeah.
So the first clip that we're starting, it's pretty early in the game. A shot went up, the other team shot, you all got the rebound. And then that's you getting ahead. And then it gets clipped off the backboard a little bit. So first thing, I love that you're getting out and running. Is that kind of a staple of your game?
Yeah, I like to run the floor.
So in this case, you're kind of cutting across to the left side. What do you think you could have done a little bit better to make that layup drop?
I could have slowed it down or squared up a little bit more.
Yep. Or even take one more dribble and kind of get that rhythm. But you
Yeah.
heat up, so no worry about that. All right. So here you're playing at the top of, you got to play kind of like a 1-2-2, 3/4 court. Why does coach put you at the top of it?
Because of my length.
For sure. So you got one deflection there, and then that led to a steal by you all. So what is kind of your mentality when you're playing at the top of it? Are you going for steals? Are you trying to get deflections, slow them down?
So in the front of the court, I'm supposed to slow them down, and then as soon as they pass half court, we're supposed to trap really hard. I need
Okay.
to personally work on staying lower and moving my feet, and I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm supposed to slow it down until we get to half court. And if I get a steal in the front court, that's great. But we're really
Okay.
trying to get the trap.
So yeah, just running that back. You got that one deflection, and then you all get that steal. And then you get a nice step through. So right there, that's a great move, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't fall. So what do you think you could have done there? You kind of go up and under. What could you have done to help make that layup drop?
I think I needed to like slow that down a little bit.
So early in the game, though, you don't miss much after that. So it's all good. But this is the part that I really love, though. You miss the layup, you sprint back to get into your trap, and then you make that one, right? So
Yeah.
one thing that I saw happen a lot in this game is even if a shot didn't fall or a layup didn't drop, you still keep playing. So is that something that you kind of mentally make a point to note that if I make a mistake, that's okay to keep playing through it?
Yeah, and I think that sometimes it can be hard to think that, but I need to, so I try to, yeah.
So at the top of your press again. And then again, that's another deflection you all got. Another clip running out in transition, finishing with contact. So I think that time was definitely a lot more in rhythm, and you were able to finish the play. So that one's a nice mid-range short corner shot. How comfortable are you say that you are shooting mid-range shots right now?
I think it's probably the most comfortable shot other than layups, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there you got the rebound, secured it, and went back up. So you're pretty versatile. You talked about trying to get a little bit better with your perimeter skills, but as a whole, how would you kind of describe your game right now?
I think at the moment, I'm kind of a stretch four player, or a trailer. I love the
Mm-hmm.
high post elbow area.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, I like the mid range, and I like to post up on smaller guards. But what really
Mm-hmm.
is that whenever I have bigger people than me guarding me, I can take them off the dribble usually. So yeah.
Nice. So we'll pause it right here. You do a great job of sealing here, which I love, and it shows your comfort playing with some contact. I mean, your numbers are showing you got both hands up, but in that case, the ball gets deflected. That's not on you, that's on the passer. So how would you tell your teammate to get you the ball? What could they do better in that pass?
The angle was a little bit I think the angle was a little bit awkward. And I think that I should have noticed that from where she was, it was not a best passing angle, and it like told her not to pass it or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer, because post entry passes, I know that drives a lot of coaches crazy when guards can't get the ball in the post. Do you
Mm-hmm.
prefer for it to kind of be a lob pass overhead or a bounce pass, or are
I
you okay
like
with both?
I like the lob pass more, I think, but both are pretty much fine.
Okay, getting out in transition, you're running hard. So at halftime, you guys are down by 3. What is coach telling you all?
To get our heads out of our butts. We at the end of the second quarter, I remember like we kind of just fell apart for a couple minutes, and that was
Mm-hmm.
not good defensively, especially. And I think
Mm-hmm.
we didn't rebound as well as we needed to.
So I like that move there. You got a little Kobe in you, a nice turnaround jumper.
Yeah.
So as far as your, because this is kind of, we'll run it back. This is kind of a face-up move. So is that something you work on or practice?
Yeah, for sure.
So this is another case there where you stay in the play. So you were
Yeah.
able to get it, you turned it over, but you all get right into your press. Got the deflection, you kept running with it, and you score. So just kind of touch on again, when you make a mistake, what is kind of your initial reaction?
That I need to make up for it. That that shouldn't happen, of course, and so I need to
Mm-hmm.
do something to make that better.
On this play, you get the rebound. All right, so why did you not take that shot?
I don't know. I noticed these, like I can tell whenever I'm like, oh, I should have taken that shot, and I know immediately as soon as
Mm-hmm.
and but yeah.
You end up getting it back anyway, and then you knock down that free throw line jumper. So, and I think definitely the more comfort you have with shooting further from the outside, I mean, your feet will be set, your mind will be like, oh, I'm open, knock it down. So definitely, as long as you keep working on it, that comfort will get there too. Another one, mid-range, short corner jumper. So that shot goes in, but you're gone. Nobody's with you.
Yeah.
So did you kind of see that coming? Did you realize nobody was running with you? Kind of what was your thoughts
Yeah.
there?
I realized no one was in front of me, and I was like, the whole backcourt's open, I'm going.
And this is towards the end of the game. You're just trying to protect the ball. You stay balanced and you dump it off. So as you continue to expand your game, what do you think about your passing or your court vision that you could continue to work on?
I definitely do need to become a better passer, hitting people in the hands and the chest. Vision wise, I do look at the ground a lot and I don't see open
Mhm.
things that I miss, which I think that everyone does, but I definitely do need to get better at that. Our
Mhm.
point guard has a really, really great eyes. She keeps her eyes up all the time. So something to develop like that to see everything.
Awesome. So kind of watching through that, what is one thing you think you did well that game and one thing you want to keep getting better at?
Um, I think I played really hard that game. I think for sure getting better at was I do remember during that game some of my defense. I do need to stay lower. I need to move my feet a little better. Also, I think that like the whole keeping my head like eyes up and watching everything that's happening. So and
Mhm.
not passing up open shots that I should take.
So we are going to wrap this up. We've got a segment that we do called Fast Five. So I'm going to give you a category, and with about 90 seconds, you're going to give me five names or whatever the category is. Okay.
Okay.
So first one is your favorite five places to play. They can either be states, cities, or gyms. Favorite five places to play.
Okay. Oh shoot, Spooky Nook in Pennsylvania. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville Convention Center, like for Run for the Roses. I love that place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot. Our middle school gym. I
Three.
love our middle school gym. It's really old. I love our middle school gym.
Nice.
Seymour High School. I love the big arena that they have, and
Mhm. One more.
the convention center in Georgia.
Yes. Yep. That's a good one. All right. Next one. Favorite five stores to shop at.
Oh geez. Nike. PacSun, Brandy Melville, Urban Outfitters, um, Lululemon.
Nice. You knew those. You knew those five. Those are
Yeah,
easy.
I like to shop. I like to shop.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to let us know a little bit more about you on and off the court. And how can people connect with you on social media?
Yeah, they can follow my Twitter, Diana Burgher 22.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking some time with us, and we'll
Thank you.
catch you soon.
Thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed getting to learn a little bit more about Diana. Make sure that you follow her Twitter. This is a kid whose stock is going to rise. So make sure you don't miss out. We'll see you next time on The Pickup.